Now let's talk about the review workstations. There are many types of review workstations. There's reading stations. These are workstations where radiologists read imaging exams, and they will have expensive barcode monitors. There's mammo reading stations. These are workstations where radiologists read mammograms, and they will have special barcode monitors and a different set of quality control procedures. There are clinical review stations. These are workstations in important clinical areas such as the emergency room, operating room, ICU, or CCU, and typically they will have barcode monitors, but it's not required to have barcode monitors, they just usually do. Technologist review stations. These are workstations in the tech areas for reviewing their images after they are sent to PACS, and they usually have a standard color monitor. And physician review stations, these are workstations in physician offices or clinical work areas, and they will have a standard color monitor unless the physician has requested and been approved for a barcode monitor. So all sorts of different types of review stations, all requesting images through the IMS. All the previous mentioned workstations will utilize PACS to view images directly. If they have a barcode monitor, they must be part of your Monitor QA program. So all barcode monitors have to be QA'd. That's a federal regulation. Beyond the PACS workstation types, any PC that can be used to launch a clinical web viewer, you will get calls when images do not come up. Most likely you will not have any admin rights or remote access to these PCs, and you'll have to work closely with a local IT department to troubleshoot hardware, software issues on these PCs. And what I'm thinking of here is the doctor's office PC. Right, so he's going to want to bring up images for his patients, and if it's his office in his office building, you're going to have to work with his IT person or whatever local IT department is taking care of that PC. So let's talk about the image flow really quickly. What happens when the tech pushes the Send Images button on their machine? The modality sends a DICOM association request to the F5. The F5 directs that request to the least busy DICOM server. The DICOM server accepts the request. A connection is established, and following the DICOM protocol, the image is transferred. Then the DICOM association is closed. The DICOM server will connect to the database server and request storage. The database server will tell the DICOM server where to store the image. The DICOM server will then transfer the image to the appropriate storage location. And being a new image, it will get stored on the STS. What happens when the radiologist pushes the View Images button? The workstation will send a DICOM request to the IMS, the Image Management Server. The IMS will connect to the database server to find out the storage location of that image. Then it will connect to the NAS to retrieve the image. And finally, it will push the image out to the requesting workstation. And that's how an image travels from the modality into PACS and then out to the workstation. Of course, I'm assuming when I say it will connect to the NAS and retrieve the image that this is a recent image. If this was an image from a year ago, then instead of connecting to the NAS, it will connect to the archive. It will connect to wherever, whatever device or appliance is holding that image, and then pull it up and pull it out and put it on the monitor to be reviewed. Thank you for watching.